And Michelle Ownbey joins us now from the Springfield Business Journal to talk about business bites. And Michelle, first of all, we had some pretty good bites today at Portillos. It was great.
We did, yes. It was very nice to get a sneak preview, a little media walkthrough day there, and got to sample the goodies. And I did not realize that the food truck was operational as of today. So for those who can't hold out till the December 8th grand opening, I guess they can still sample at least some limited menu items between now and then.
Yeah, I noticed that too, and it was funny because they charged me and then they found out that they charged me, so they gave me a gift card. So I've got that gift card working for me, which is nice. I'm sure I'll get use out of that here pretty quick. But yeah, let's talk a little bit though about the impact of Portillo's, because I was impressed with their traffic pattern as far as how they're going to handle opening day. And of course, everybody wants to be at Parkway Point, but the thing is that the traffic can always be a little bit of a concern. But it looks like Portillo's has a handle on it, although Springfield is really going to come out in full force for this.
Right. I mean, Parkway Point, as you mentioned, is already pretty notorious for the traffic jams, but I thought it was interesting. They said that not only have they been in contact with the city and traffic engineers and the police department, but it sounds like they're planning to hire traffic wardens to direct traffic and make things flow a little bit better. So we'll see if that helps at all.
Now, Michelle, did you have a chance to get inside of Portillo's at all?
I did, yes, with one of our photographers. They did give us a sneak preview behind the scenes, and yeah, it was interesting. Definitely homage to Route 66 and Abraham Lincoln. A little bit on there. It's a diner themed, as they had previously announced, and I also thought it was interesting that the operations manager made the comment that Mayor Jim Langfelder had specifically requested that this be the 66th Portillo's location to open, and it sounds like they had one in the Chicago suburbs that they went ahead and opened prior to Springfield, just to officially make it number 66 and tie into the historic Route 66 theme.
And I absolutely love the decor that they chose too, and especially the light and bright, because that was one of my things about Portillo's. It always seems to be a little bit dark in there, but this one is not at all. It's light and bright and really cool.
Yeah, definitely fun. And I also thought it was interesting that they said this is a little smaller than their typical locations. It's just under 8,000 square feet, and they said most Portillos are in the 10 to 11,000 square foot range. So this one is going to be a little bit on the smaller side, but from what the manager was explaining, the way they've set up the interior, they're prepared to do a tremendous percentage of their business drive-through and carry-out, not just during COVID times, of course, but even going forward, they anticipate that to be a pretty significant part of their business.
Yeah, let's move on, Michelle. I mean, 2020 has been such a rough year for just about everybody, but it was nice to be able to award some people for a change. I know you've had a little bit of that. Tell us a little about that going on.
Right. For the 15 Under 15 awards, we were able to recognize a number of small business owners, even though we couldn't have the event itself. But our sponsor, United Community Bank, is actually taking breakfast or lunch, the winner's choice, out to their staff. So we're finding a way to still celebrate and honor them. And at some point we'll throw the big party like we usually do, but probably not until sometime in 2021.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of the way it works this year with COVID-19. We have to kind of put the plans on the back burner or something like that. And I know, too, that there are so many businesses that are just really concerned as we go in the future, but at least we got that vaccine going and some other stuff. So I think that's really some good, when you're talking about the future and looking forward to 2021, I think that's going to help a ton and help to get business rolling, too. I know there's other things going on, too. Michelle, let us know about some of the other things we'll find in Biz Bites.
Sure. Well, another part of adapting to these COVID times, as you mentioned, is the SAA Collective is moving to a new location downtown. You may recall that they were one of the first tenants in the Hoagland Center for the Arts when it first opened under Prairie Art Alliance, which was the original incarnation. But of course, unfortunately, the Hoagland remains closed for an undetermined amount of time. That will probably be one of the things that we don't see until there's a widespread vaccine and all that. So in the meantime, SAA Collective wants to still make the artwork available for viewing by the public. And also Betsy Dollar, the executive director, mentioned that they've always wanted to have some street level space just for easier access. So they are moving into the historic Broadwell building, and they are actually going to be opening in time for the first downtown Old Capitol Holiday Walk, which is happening this Saturday, the 14th. So we wish them well in their new space there.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff going on too, and I know I got a chance to talk. We had talked earlier about the public market, that's coming on in the downtown, and I got a chance to talk to those people today. And wow, what a terrific group they are, and a chance to invest in that. That's really cool too. But I know you've got one other thing too, so go ahead and tell us about that.
Right. The other thing I was going to mention is Shabby Shack, which is actually a business that's been around since 2015, owned by husband and wife Greg and Roxanne Herr. They had been located on North Walnut, started with one building, ended up expanding into an adjacent building, and as of last week, they have now relocated over to one of the strip centers on West White Oaks Drive. And I had a chance to chat with Roxanne this morning. She said a lot of their clientele comes from the west side anyway, and in their previous location, they were a little off the beaten path and hard to find. So, they're really looking at this as an opportunity to increase their visibility. Plus, they were able to consolidate their two buildings into one location and have all their merchandise together to make things easier. They're a distributor for farmhouse paints. They do a lot of the painted furniture, which is very popular, and even custom pieces. So Roxanne said business is good, and they're already getting some new customers who didn't even realize they existed.
That's really great. I mean, I love to see people, starting up a business, especially in this 2020 and COVID. It won't get any easier, or it won't get any tougher, I should say, than it does, starting something up in 2020. But getting started like that and having some success in the early going, that's got to make them feel good.
Yeah, and definitely, if you can, like you said, either start a new business or grow your business during 2020, it's probably only going to get better from here. We hope.
Look, BizBytes is the way to go if you want to find out about what's going on here in Springfield and Sangamon County as far as business goes. So, Michelle, how can they get BizBytes and the Springfield Business Journal?
It is free of charge to sign up for BizBytes. You can just go to our website, springfieldbusinessjournal.com, and that will come to your inbox every Wednesday afternoon with a quick roundup of what's happening around town in the business world. And then, of course, you can also sign up for the print edition, the monthly edition of Springfield Business Journal, and get that delivered to your home or office.
All right, terrific, Michelle. Listen, thanks a lot. And it was fun at Portillo's today, and may your beef always be Italian, right?
Thanks, Chris.